The adult has to stay silent, stay invisible, overfunction, be the hero, the caregiver, performing fine, being the caregiver, never having needs, and never saying no. Those strategies may have kept the child safe, but they keep the adult small, even though the family system still reacts to you as the child that you once were. I'm sure after Thanksgiving, heading back into my sessions this week, I'll hear about what that was like getting back together with family of origin, the old calls to go back to the role that you played, to be who the family needed you to be, and to be the family member that the family needed you to be. What we tend to forget is that families tend to freeze members in time. When we get together as a family or you go back home, suddenly the golden child is still golden. The scapegoat is still the problem. The lost child is still invisible. The hero is still expected to fix everything. The caretaker is managing the emotional temperature. And the truth teller is still the difficult one. Even if you've spent years healing, growing, learning new relational skills, your family of origin may still interact with you through this old blueprint. And that blueprint expects you to use the same adaptive strategies. But you have changed, even if you have changed. As we grow, our self-awareness increases. Our needs become clearer. Our values are more defined. Our tolerance for inauthenticity decreases. And our emotional capacity has expanded. So when you walk back into your family of origin system as an adult, your body often says, this does not fit me anymore. And discomfort arises. The adaptive strategy is now outdated, and your nervous system knows it. But here's the paradox. Your family still expects you to play your old role. Your adaptive child still recognizes the cues and may even try to step into that role. Your adult self knows that role is too tight, it's too constricting, and it's too unhealthy. The moment you go home, your system is activated. You may feel the pull to stay silent, to people please, to shrink yourself, to fix everything, to perform, or to keep the peace. But you also know that that leads to resentment, frustration, shame, confusion, and emotional exhaustion. Those are the signs that the adaptive strategy is breaking down. Not because your family has changed, but because you did. You cannot use childhood survival strategies to live an adult life. The old strategies are too small. They're too rigid. They're fear-based. They're dependent on external validation. They might require you to self-abandon. And they're often rooted in threat response. Yes, they kept you alive, but they're not going to help you thrive. And what often surprises people is that the very system where the strategies originated is now the place where they stop working most dramatically. Because nothing activates old roles like being around the people who assigned you the role in the first place. This is why people feel so uncomfortable around their family of origin. I hear in sessions them say things like, I feel like I'm 12 again. I just shut down around them. I lose my voice. I forget boundaries. I get reactive in ways I don't in other places in my life. I feel guilty just existing differently. These are all signs that your nervous system is recognizing that the adaptive child is still trying to run the show, but the adult self doesn't fit the old role. And the family doesn't mirror your new identity. So it's uncomfortable. I often tell clients, think of discomfort as data. Discomfort is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's just a sign that you're growing, that this old map no longer fits, that the role no longer fits who you are, and that your authentic self wants something healthier, meaning that your development is creating friction with the old system. And that's a good thing. It's what growth feels like, and it's what healing feels like, but it is uncomfortable. The discomfort paradox says the discomfort of showing up as your adult self in your family of origin system is often the exact discomfort that leads to freedom for you individually.